Good morning, everyone. I'm just going to show everyone how I'll go about making the Guilty Gear story for Amiibocanji. That's going to be coming later. If you're familiar with my work on what was it? Oh yeah, Amiibo Sitting Skedelcro, where I did the where I was playing the game Skullgirls, or making a story for that. Then it'll give you a good idea about how I'll go about making this. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to go here first to the settings, and then I'm going to, let's see, I'll say I'm going to put this to off because I'll be needing to use this. I'll be needing to use this for the game because I'll be doing with the menus later on. I'll keep that off for the time being. Next, I'm going to go here, send this to 5 because mainly because I'm going to be taking off the voice acting soon, because I'll be having characters from Amiibocanji in the story. It wouldn't make much sense that they sounded like the characters in Guilty Gear Strive, so that's why I'm taking that off. The time limit, let me get 99. And how hard the computer will be is Maniac for the best experience, because although I don't play fighting games like that, it's pretty much how I went about doing the Skullgirls story. But also this helps makes the fight scenes more interesting. It helps me actually get better at fighting games, so I don't really play them like that anyway. But also makes things more entertaining. That, I won't be needing that for now, because training mode will be the place where I'll be using the display settings. And for the sound, I'm having the music up and the voices all the way off. Unfortunately, there's no way, I don't think there's any way to take off the subtitles for this, so I won't be able to do that. And the sound effects, I'll be turning that down to at least 40 or 30. You'll find out why soon enough. But these two, I'm keeping it at 100%. Okay, and that about does it for that part of the well, getting ready for setting up the process. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words. I'm a bit new at this. So we'll be going to the dojo and doing training mode. And for this particular story, I'm going to, well, the story behind this one is, at a certain point in Amiibocanji, Harakiri, Naino, Sindel, and Junko get sent to different fighting game dimensions for, I'm not going to tell you too much details, it's better to surprise you once you read that part of the story. But let's see. Harakiri gets sent to Guilty Gear. Naino gets sent to Koihime Imbu Ryo Rai. Yugo gets sent to Toho, the Toho fighting game. and Sindel gets sent to Skullgirls. Now, concerning the Skullgirls thing, yes, it's going to be connected to the previous Skullgirls work that I went to, so don't worry about that. But if you did read Scarecrow, you'll appreciate the Skullgirls chapter that I'll do for Sindel. Okay, so the story behind this one is... Oh, before we start, when I do the Guilty Gear chapter, I'm going to be playing on this side exclusively because, well, for lore reasons. If you read the first season of Amiibocanji on DeviantArt, you'll know what happened to Harakiri near the end of that season, and she'll be taking on the form of May, and she'll be in this color. Now the person she'll be going up against is going to be and I think this makes the most sense given Harakiri's character so far in the story will be Nagaryuki. Mostly because I think this guy's also cool, but I don't know much about this guy, but I do like his character a lot, and I think he'd be a good teacher for Harakiri, considering who she is. Oh, and if you figure out the main reason I'm staying on the right side, then I really like how you've been paying attention to the story, by the way. And as a challenge, I'll make sure not to switch sides, because you don't find against that whole mirroring thing. But also it'll be more fun if I try to stick to one side during this whole fight. Now, where they'll be fighting will be here, Lars Canyon. Because I think that'll fit better besides these other places. Yeah, it'll probably be the best. And the song that will be playing will be obviously Nagaryuki's theme, because it also fits Harakiri's character too. So it pretty much all works out, which is great. Okay. Okay. And then I think we're all set for right now. Okay, we're starting the match right. Well, I'll be starting the practice mode right now, and then I'll show you how I'll go about making the videos and stuff, and then all the edits I'll have to do for the Guilty Gear chapter. And hopefully it should be similar to the well, I do hope what I can do here will also be applied to the other games. But if not, I'll just have to figure something out. Okay, starting now. Oh, and I'll go into the details of why I turned off I turned the voice acting down to 0. And unfortunately, there are no subtitles. Unfortunately, the subtitles cannot be taken off so far as I know. Which is a shame. Okay. So, the main reason I took off the voice acting, well, I turned down the voice acting to 0, put the sound effects very low, is because the main focus of the fighting will be the music. Because if you watch Abbitorial's YouTube video on Guilty Gear Strive recently, he talked about how the music is very important to the characters, because it can tell you a lot about them. And a certain thing about Harakiri is she gets to know people more often if she fights them. That's just the way she is, because she's because she's the, I would say she's the fighter of the group. Well, more like the combat expert. If you recently read the recent chapter of a Amiibocanji today, well, recently, if it wasn't for her, Junko would probably be dead by now. Okay. So when I go about making the pictures for the game, what I'll be doing is going to the options menu. I'm going to the training settings and go to display settings. We'll be taking all of this off. And then, oh, nope. Okay, let's take that. Okay. Let's take that off too. Okay, see, now there we go. This way, we get these clean, crisp pictures without anything getting in the way of it, which is very great. And now, okay, time for this next part, which would be kind of the fun part. Okay, first things first. Gotta configure my buttons real quick, because we'll be using let's see, Roman cancel separate. Okay, hold on, let me check something real quick. Okay, I'm gonna have to get used to doing that more often now. Okay, so what I'll be doing is I'll be turning that to L2. I'll be using these specifically because you'll see why. Okay. Okay, for this story, I will be using the record and the play buttons a lot. So first of all, I'm gonna need to do Naga Ryuki's respect ability. Okay, I'll be doing that. Okay, now. Oh wait, I gotta press the record button. I'm sorry. And okay, there we go. Now let's do a bit better. Okay, there we go. That way he's not moving a lot. Now let's see, we've got this to work. Huh, what the? Oh, okay. This should work now? Yep, okay. Now I should be doing that more often now. Okay, great. It worked out just fine. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see. Sure, got it right. Record, play. Okay, let's see. Okay, make sure I get this right. Okay, let's see the record settings. Okay, maybe just clear all this. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, let me check something real quick. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this. Okay, we're not using slot 2. You know, this is a lot more fun than I thought it would be. Getting to figure out how this all works. Oop. Oh, these are basically my controls, by the way. Record, play. Yeah, this will work just fine. Okay. Okay, we're starting with this one first. Okay. Recording standby, and there we go. Yes, you got it. Now turn off all the displaying now. Okay. So I'll be using this. This is what I would mainly be using for the story, besides the fight scenes, because you know, this would be a lot of reading. But also doing the taunts can be a bit of a pain because we have the. What I really like in Guilty Gear is the respect and disrespect taunts. Although I do wish that respect and disrespect taunts have their own button. Well, you could assign. Well, they were separate. Because I really would like to do the respect taunt to my opponents when I play online, but unfortunately can't really do that sometimes. But sometimes when you get around, like especially when you end a round, you sometimes end up trying to go for the respect button, but you're not doing the disrespect. So I don't do that as much. Well, I try not to do that. Which is why I kind of just avoid pressing the taunt button at all in general. Okay. Oh, okay. Now that's out the way. Thanks, Warren. You've always been supporting me, no matter what. I really appreciate it. Okay. So the main thing with the fight between Harakiri and Nagaruyuki is to make sure I do not ever go on this side at all. Mainly due to lore reasons in Amiibocanji, which I went over earlier, but just an extra reminder. Well, this way it'll be a bit more fun. Because you know, having restrictions while you're fighting, it's kind of great, you know. like going through a match without doing a DP or grab, or mainly try to get as many grabs as possible. You know, it's little goals like that to make fighting a bit more interesting sometimes. Cause like let's see, like the knife no fights in Amiibocanji. Like, to be honest with you, if knife no fights, it's obvious that if he actually took a fight seriously, he could win any fight in the story. But fortunately, since he was raised a certain way by his parents, fighting is basically a no-go for him, which basically balances things out for the group in a way. Because Naino is not the powerhouse of the team; that's Sindel. Naino acts more like the I'd say the moral compass of the group, maybe, because he, you know, he is the youngest of the main four. Sindel is definitely the powerhouse, and much like her brother, she could win every fight. However, I make sure to use Sindel sparingly when it comes to fighting, since winning is not the main goal of whenever Naino and Sindel fight. It's the story behind it, basically. Much like with the, I think the best example would be from, at least from Sindel, in a way, would be the fight between her and Dan's in season 2. Because I know it wasn't much of a fight, but it's more about how that friendship that Dan and Sindel and the others could have had basically just ended real quick because of one decision that Junko made. But, you know, friendships can end before they even begin sometimes. Okay, I got off topic, sorry about that. It's nice to share what you like doing, you know. Haven't had much time to do Amiibocanji since I have a job in Kansas now. It's a good job. I love my coworkers. And I like my boss. He has a very great sense of humor. And I'm always tired to get home because I'm a produce manager. Got to stock up eggs in the freezers and the dairy and deli a lot. But it's honest work. I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay. Now, you know what? How about we start with a, let's go with a practice fight. Just to give you an idea about how I'll go about doing that. Now, to be clear, I'm going to probably have to, given that there'll be an update soon, I'll probably have to wait till that gets done. Because, you know, with every update, your previous saves just get deleted, basically, because they're incompatible. Oh yay! Got that all set? Nagaryuki's theme. And Forest Canyon. Excellent. Let me get my buttons ready, because, you know, the buttons are important. Dash, psych burst. I'll keep it on psych burst like that. Gotta make sure you use everything. Okay. Yep, that'll do it. Okay. Now then. Okay, so the story behind the Untitled Chapter Well, I basically told you how the characters will get there, but just give a quick rundown. While how the characters explain the world guilty gear, she comes across Naga Ryuki, who's kind of in a bit of a slump after the story of Strive, because he's, well, despite being a powerful warrior, he's stuck being a bad guy sometimes because of what's his name? Happy Chaos, which is a weird name, but still. Sorry. I don't stream very often. But it's nice to share all this. So the thing here would be, after seeing that Naga Ryuki's in a slump, to cheer him up, Harakiri asked if she could fight him. And after fighting, the two of them basically come to understand each other a bit more. And a question that Naga Ryuki asks Harakiri after their duel would be, why are you fighting, basically? Which basically ties in with his theme. Well, his theme song, I mean. Okay, let's start the fight, and I'll keep my mouth quiet for the next part. And I gotta see the subtitles come on. Let's see. Yep, okay. That's gonna be a shame that they stay on, but gotta work what I got. Oh boy. Unfortunately, I cannot. Oh. I really want to make sure he gets the blood gauge during the story, which is, well, there goes that challenge. Well, I lost that one. It's a bit odd when you don't hear the voices, but just for immersion's sake, they gotta stay off. Oh. Oh, I'm dead. I think I'm dead. It's gonna be hard trying to stay on the right side because I know how the computer is, but it'll be worth it. If not, I think there's certain moves that are going to use her left hand anyway, if she switches sides. I need to stop forgetting that side burst is a thing. Oh, my dad. Well, the main reason, if you're wondering why the matches, well, I have 5 rounds, basically, or 10 in this case. The main thing to focus on is the music, because it doesn't really get enough attention. Oh, hey, how's it going? How you doing? I'm just telling everyone how I'll be going about making the Guilty Gear chapter. I hope your story's going well, Kirby. I don't have much time to read it because of everything going on in my life, but I hope it works out for you. I need to make sure I save the recording after this. Oh, it doesn't matter as long as eventually. It doesn't matter how many people are watching, but hey, I'm just glad they're here, honestly. Oh no. Okay, I got one more round to go. Well, hopefully I can do more than just this last round. But after this, I'll save the recording. Then I'll try to figure out how we can, how I can do the story part. Oh, oh. Oh, don't worry. Oh, just take your time, man. Just take your time. There's no rush, okay? But besides, making this is gonna take a while anyway. once I get to it. Okay. Now that the fight's over, I have to make sure I save the recording. Okay, hold on. I hope there is a way to record your single player fights, because if not, that's going to be make things a bit hard. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try this again. And as you can see, I'm not used to, I play Soul the most. Maybe it's because he's easy to use, but also he's a lot of fun for me. Okay, let's try this again. Oh yeah, speaking of that, after Kazuya got announced, that changed about everything I'm going to do once I get to the second generation. for Amiibocanji. Basically, the characters that'll come after Harakiri, Knife Nose, Sindel, and Junko. Because that changed up one of the characters anyway. I'm sticking to just have four main characters for the second generation. Once I get to that part, which I pray I live long enough to finish the Amiibocanji series, because I really love writing the series. It's a lot of work, but I'm glad I kept doing it even after Amiibo Sitting finished. And another thing, regarding Amiibo Sitting Season 10, I will, after the last character comes out, and I think after I finish Season 3 of Amiibocanji, I'll finish the last season of Amiibo Sitting and give it a although Season 9 was kind of the send-off, it's basically the send-off for the Miiverse community, right, you know, before it ended, which was a very important time, because after Miiverse, a lot of the creators just went their separate ways. It's been hard to find them ever since. I'm glad I found Song and Taylor and everyone else from Miiverse, because, you know, that was an important starting point for a lot of us. Man, this turned into more than just a Guilty Gear stream, that's for sure. But I'm glad it did. I have to get that song. I have to get that song a listen to one of these days. But depending on who gets announced as the last DLC character, that might change another one of the second generation characters for Amiibocanji, by the way. But yeah, regarding Season 10, that's going to be my final send-off for Amiibo Sitting. I'll basically be letting go of that and giving it a proper ending. Well, 9 and 8 or basically, I could have just ended it at 8 or 9, but those were just fans. That's basically just fan service endings, basically. That's how I think of them anyway. But Season 10 is definitely going to be the final season of Amiibo Sitting, and I'll be incorporating the World of Light in it. Always because I didn't like the story for World of Light much anyway, because you're just basically running around the place fighting stuff, and you didn't really get to learn much about Galeem and Darkon. So there will be a focus for the they'll be the main focus for Season 10 anyway. But I did like how World of Light ended, basically the true ending anyway. And I'll give you an idea about how Amiibo Sitting Season 10 is going to end. And it's an ending that I'll be satisfied with, basically. Cause I'll be giving the series a final send-off, because let's see. Yeah, imagination, yeah. But I think the ending for World of Light will be a great way to end off the series, Amiibo Sitting, because that is what got me started into making a that was what got me started to making these little writing projects in the first place. Because I honestly hate writing, but it's funny how that turned out. Because like, you know, despite me hating writing, I ended up writing so much for the Amiibo Sitting series, and I don't regret it ever since. Because honestly, how it started is just a side project when I was in college at Santa Cruz, because you know, it helped me deal with college back in the day. and I really appreciate everything that it did for me. Because my mental health took a dive when I was in college because of everything I had to deal with. Because I was on my own for the first time, didn't know exactly how things worked. Well, I'm glad I took a chance with making amiibo sitting. It's still funny how the yeah, I mean I was talking about Smash Ultimate, but it is still funny how the title for amiibo sitting came, because whenever I was making amiibo sitting, I was just sitting down on the floor, and that's how the title got created. I was just sitting down with amiibos and just making a story. I didn't know where it would end up, but which was a good and bad, which kind of was a good and bad thing, because having a plan is great. Not having a plan can be a bit of a detriment later down the road, but sometimes it happens. But that's life sometimes. Sometimes you might have a plan, but life says differently. Then you gotta work what you got. And boy, my amiibo collection has grown a lot since then. I started to think this started with just 3 amiibos. Yeesh. Okay. I'm gonna get started on the fight now. And yes, these be Hadakiri's colors, because I don't really like other. Obviously, I'm not using number 1 because that's May. But the other colors, I don't quite like so much. Unfortunately, I don't see one with red hair. Plus, I think this one basically works great, especially what's going to happen to Hadakiri later on down the line in the series for Amiibocanji. I'm not going to tell you what happens to her, but I will let you know that Liveno, Sindel, Hadakiri, and Junko, they're all gonna have different colors later on in the series anyway, for different reasons. I believe Junko's gonna have a different color coming soon, because it was gonna happen later on in the series and this season anyway. But the colors will be important later for them. And this color is going to give you an idea what she'll be wearing later on in the series. Okay, let's get started with the fight. Yes, I am definitely going to use other games, because I did do that with amiibo setting, but I kept it kind of limited. But now that now I know I can record stories and stuff with the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna let my imagination run a bit wild, because I was going to use what's it called? I was going to use what's it called? Oh yeah, it's called Lethal League Blaze. That was going to be one of the fighting games that I was initially going to use, but I decided not to. But yeah, games like I'll be using a lot of games, but mainly if they have alternate color skins, because I'd rather not just put my character. I'd rather not put the main characters in just any game, unless they can just be customized, which is why I prefer using the fighting games, because you can change the colors on the characters. Uh-oh. And I think he just broke the wall. Yes, he broke the wall. I've grown to appreciate fighting games nowadays because of the whole... I believe Amiibo shooting Skidelco is what started my interest in fighting games after that. Because honestly, I didn't really like fighting games all that much in the beginning. Oh! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I need to get, I'll try to get at least one round at least. Hey, I got one. Yay. The hard part will be trying to stay on the right side. Oh, I need to get better at combos. Oh. Am I dead? Am I dead? Oh. Never seen that before. But concerning the other games, I'll try to look around for ways to I'm looking around for ways to customize the characters. Because if I can, like, I think one game in particular that I had played would be Absolver. Because you know, you can customize your character. Probably things like Dark Souls, you know. I was thinking about maybe even what's it called? Code Vein. Because that game has a lot of customization options anyway. Because, you know, it's a good idea to just experiment with like anything. Because games are very cool, you know. Reminded me of a conversation I had with my mom before she went back to Fresno about how far video games have come nowadays. Because oh, I'm just gonna get a combo. I'll get that conversation when I have with my mom later. Oh. Oh, okay, I'm not dead. But the reason I'm doing all these fighting games is because I'm preparing for the the Grand Blue Fantasy fighting game, because like I met a fan of the series on there named Tummy Wub. And if I didn't meet him, wasn't quite sure what the next special would have been. And I'm glad I did meet him on there, because it was for him. Oh yeah, I really did like that scene. Cause like when DS Pita showed up, I lost my mind during that cutscene, because I did not expect Code Vein and Gotti to be connected. That just blew my mind. But I do hope they if there's any God Eater game that they connect it with, it will be God Eater 3. If they ever make the burst burst edition. Oh, I made a combo. Cool. But I do hope they use God Eater 3 to connect with Code Vein. Because apparently the spoilers anyway for Code Vein, the main characters were first created to take out the origami in the God Eater universe, but it went terribly wrong. That's why we have Code Vein. This is a pretty nice match I'm having. Well, I'm glad I have a friend to talk to while I'm doing this. Oh boy. At first I thought about controlling Nagaryuki for this story chapter, but I thought it'd make more sense if I used Hatakiri personally, because she's new to this place. She doesn't know how to fight properly yet. But I think her medium Nagaryuki would be good for her character, because you know, so far in a lot of Hatakiri's fights, she never really wins alone. So she's kind of having some what's it called? Some issues right now concerning if she can take care of herself. Oh boy, I might be dead. Oh. Oh, that's weird. I like fighting Diaspita, actually. Speaking of God Eater, I really need to work on finishing those sets I have. Okay, oh. It seems like I've run into an issue here. I can't save the, okay, that's unfortunate. It seems as though I cannot save replays against the computer. But let me check. Because if it lets me do that, that would be great. Because that way, I could probably, if possible, oh, okay, that's unfortunate, but that's unfortunate for me because I would have liked that. Let me try one last thing. I just want to make sure. Because if I could just save the replays. Oh yeah, it is also Soul's final story. But thankfully I'm not using Soul in this story anyway, so that's great. Because the events for this story take place after the main game is ended, basically. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I really wish that Guilty Gear would have at least tried to blend story mode with story and gameplay together, because they've done it with what's one of their works, Blaze Blue, specifically Blaze Blue Continuum ships, which was my favorite of the Blaze Blue games because of how they did the story. Because yeah, exactly. Because I believe in some of Ragnar's chapters, you can't use his Blaze Blue arm. So that makes the game more interesting because you can't use some of your special moves and stuff. It specifically does an animation where it shows him where he can't use his Blaze Blue. And I thought that's genius. Why don't more games just do that when it comes to story, you know? Like, he's basically lost a part of himself and he can't use it properly, so he can't fight properly. And they did keep that for yeah, that. Oh, and like Jin, because there was a time in Continuum where he couldn't use his sword either, and he would do a little animation where he tried to pull his sword but didn't come out, which was genius because you understand how much he relies on his sword so much. And I really wish more games wouldn't shy a lot. I wish fighting games wouldn't shy away from doing that, because fighting games can pull off great story modes with gameplay. You should watch Abbott Toriel's video about why fighting game story modes suck. It's a great video. Because he also shared something like the last part of Tekken, where the game's zoom in, the game's slow-mo feature was important to the story between Kazuya and Heihachi during that last fight, because it was a very, very good moment, basically. But I do hope one day, if I live long enough to see it, that Guilty Gear does try to blend gameplay and storytelling together, because Arc System has shown that they can do it. They've been able to pull it off before. But I do hope the yeah. That gag reel ratio was funny. But I do hope they change. I do hope Guilty Gear changes how they do story modes later on, because let's be honest here, it's a shame when the game has a story mode and no one really wants to play it. Because if I wanted to watch a movie, I could just watch a movie right now on YouTube or something. Because like, I really don't like the way Guilty Gear handles story modes. Because I'd rather play a game than watch a movie. And I'll trip in honesty. If anything, they can make like a. I was thinking, like let's take movement for example. Like they could have a story event in the game where you're using dashing and roaming castles to try to chase someone down, maybe. Okay. Let me explain something I would like to see if Guilty Gear ever does a story mode. Let's take, for example, a chase scene that you actually get to play out. I would like to see this. I would like to see the story have you using dashing, air dashing, back dashing, air back dashing to try to chase someone down, but also Roman cancels because despite while also being a nice way to get you engaged in the story, it will also be teaching you how to use Roman cancels. A good example I could think of would be like if you played Smash Brothers Melee, the target practice mode. I didn't get to play it much when I was little, but it was an interesting way of figuring out how your character moves, you know? Because I think in Xrd, some of the training missions were like mini games. So I was thinking, why not use that mini game format with story mode, you know? That would be nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if this yes, I did finish the story mode for Get the Gil Strive, but I do wish I wish it was more than just watching it though, honestly. But oh well. I do hope that changes someday. Cause I know Arxis can pull it off. They've done it in the past, but I believe it's worth a shot, at least, you know? Okay, I'm gonna try to do this one last time with the if I can't save replays with the CPU, then yes, I did. I think it's hold on, let me check real quick. Story. Yep, finish the story. Okay, everything's taken care of with the story. That's taken care of. But let me see if I can try to let me see if I can save a replay against the computer. If not, oh well, I'll figure something out. But yeah, once I figure that out, I'm saving the replays I'm saving the matches to 5 rounds, because the music is basically telling everything you need to know about Naga Ryuki, basically. We don't give music enough credit in fighting games sometimes. Oh yeah, I know there is. I hope I get Slayer's theme, which I heard in Xrd. But if not, I really want to get that, because that's my favorite track from Guilty Gear. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. Okay. I don't use May, so excuse me for my poor gameplay. I really wish it combo into our forward heavy slash, but oh well. Oh yeah, she is. I think I saw a leak on Twitter, which I kind of really hate. How I really do not like Twitter, honestly, but because of how so many leaks are just everywhere. But oh well, I kind of found out about it way too early. Okay. So bad news is I cannot record fights against the CPU, but I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna go about actually. But actually, I'm gonna show you what I would have done if I was able to record a fight with a computer. Gallery. Replay. Okay, so I would have gone to the replay section. I really hope they allow us to record fights with a CPU later. That would be nice. I'll go with this one. Let me give it ever put. Let's see if I can do what I hope I can do, if I ever get a chance to. Okay, let's see. Here's what I would have done if I were to oh, don't, yeah, take your time. Get the Ultimate Edition because they'll give it the PS4 colors also. I hope I can get the alternate Soul and Kai colors one day, but unfortunately I can't. Okay. Now let's see. Here's what I would have done if I was able to now if I was able to record a replay with the computer, I would have done this. I would have turned all this off. Oh, cool. I would have turned all this off. Okay, and that way. See, now that all the gauges and stuff are gone, it'll make it seem a lot more seamless. So you don't gotta worry about, like, I don't have to worry about, you know, like gauges and stuff getting in the way of the gameplay. I think it just looks more cool if we don't have gauges in the way. Yeah, they didn't expect me to just do a RC while I was blocking that. Yeah, but now that the gauges are out the way, everything just seems a lot more cooler, you know, and cleaner. And I would have used these as a well, I would have used these for the Guilty Gear chapter. I like fighting against Giovanna. She's a lot of fun to fight against. Personally, for me, anyway. I kind of hope Stylus mode returns to Guilty Gear in a way. Yeah, that sometimes happens. I remember those times I showed you those videos where I got hit with a perfect. Hold on. But yeah, every time I would have my number one pick, that's a good question because I don't know now. I do as a female fighter because that would be nice. Who would I want to be the last DLC fighter? I don't know really. I don't really know, but honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who's the last fighter, basically. Oh wait. You know who would be a nice addition? I think Cat from Gravity Rush. I would like her to be a character, like probably the last DLC character. That just be a nice addition, I believe. But she hasn't been on a Nintendo console. But it would be nice. But yeah, I would say Cat from Gravity Rush. I think Raven could be her Echo Fighter too. That'd be nice. That'll be my pick for the last Smash DLC fighter. Okay, well, I showed you everything I wanted to show you. How I'll go about making the Guilty Gear chapter for Amiibocanji. So that's done and completed. So basically the stream's over now. But since I'm on the game, I might as well just for the fun of it. I might also play some matches. Before I end the stream. Yeah. It'd be like that a lot. But not much you can do about it. Gotta take what we have and just appreciate what we have at the moment, you know. Okay. Making sure my buttons are all in order. I haven't played the game in a while. You know, I don't really play games that much. I don't really play fighting games that much, honestly. I do wish there are more single-player focused fighting games out there. You know. Okay, I'm gonna show you something very. This is something I do every time I play a fighting game. I go on whenever I go online, anyway. I go. First, I gotta connect the server first. 1 second. Okay. Whenever I go online with basically any fighting game, I always go to the hardest place first. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I always go to the hardest place first to play the game. I don't know why. It's a very unhealthy habit sometimes, but I like doing it. And so, I find a room. Speaking of which, I need to change something. Okay. I really like this color. I find a room. Find someone who feels like battling and just have a good time, I guess. Okay, I done forgot how to jump and everything. Sorry, give me a minute. Cross-tag was better, honestly. Who to battle? Ooh, a Leo. I really I really do not like these lobbies. Oh, it didn't work. I don't know, but I don't know who the dude was, but they picked this for a reason. I keep hearing it's about trying to keep that old arcade feel, but there's no way it's going to have that. Oh, they're just under there. Okay. Oh, Anji. Oh. Oh, thanks for showing up, by the way, Kirby. But I really hope to I hope I do good with the Grand Blue Fantasy story, because this I'm just preparing myself when I actually do that one, because I do not like the story mode for it. Well, how it's structured anyway. Plus, I don't know much of. Oh, hold on.
Are you ready?
Okay, that was just a prank call. Okay. Now, do not be surprised if I lose, but I've learned to. Oh, the main reason I chose this for Arakiri because of how Guilty Gear is played. That's at hyper aggression, which basically fits Harakiri's fighting style in the series. Oh boy.
You're slow. This is gonna hurt.
Ooh, I forgot. I keep forgetting stuff. Okay, that still got me. Okay, don't worry. I'll be fine. Don't be fine. Don't worry. Princess Connect. Oh, nice.
Not quite. Nice.
You're going nowhere.
Can we not?
Ooh.
Like this. Yes. Slap.
Jita from Ground Blue. Actually, Jita and Gran will be the main. Will let's be the main characters for the Grand Blue Fantasy story.
But a Jaguar cut might be stronger.
But we'll get there when we get there. I haven't played this game in a long time. I need to get back in the swing of things.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh. Oh, I almost got him. Okay.
May I borrow you?
Oh, he has an overhead.
Get my knee.
I almost had you. I almost had you. I was so close.
Get my knee. This is gonna hurt.
Are you serious? Are you serious? He grabbed me out of that. That's a thing? That's a thing? That's a thing?
What? You hungry?
Wow! I did not know that was a thing! He grabbed me from the overhead!
Mankind knew that they could. Let's rock.
Kidding me? Nice. Here I go. Big pump. I pump.
Oh.
You're slow. This is gonna hurt.
Oh boy.
Kidding me?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Get my knee.
Oh, no, that caught. Yeah, the lag is a thing. The word for it, I'm using wire connection, by the way. I'm about to get perfected, aren't I? Oh no, oh no, oh no, not this again, not this again. Oh no! Oh. No perfect, no perfect!
I like it. That's why. Here I go. Fear on the wind.
That was heavy.
No perfect! No perfect! He did not get a perfect.
True,
That's excellent.
but the Jaguar cut might be stronger.
I do wish some of these inputs were a bit. It's kind of why I kind of want stylish mode to come back in a way. I just didn't wish them to make it as punishing like they did in what's it called? Exard, because they punish you for using stylish mode a lot in that game, which I really didn't like. Like, your DPs did not have invincibility at all, and you were slower on your recovery frames were a bit slower whenever you did any special moves, which I really did not like. There's something for being people who were higher skilled than me, though. Yes, exactly. No perfect. That's the main thing. That's my main goal whenever I play on the 10th floor. Do not get hit with a perfect, which is sometimes happens and sometimes it doesn't happen. I do wish this game had a bit more variety with combos, though. Ooh, a guy! I've not faced this guy before.
Are you ready?
I almost got perfect. I almost got hit with a perfect on the stream. There's no way I'll be able to live it down. And I have a witness to it.
Duel 1. Let's rock. I see you there. Move your arm. What? Stun it. Gunplay. Have this. Yeah. Gunplay. Gunplay. I did it.
Oh boy.
Oh. That's just a start. Gunplay. There. Out of the way. Cross. Gunplay. An opening.
Oh, he got me.
For the holy order. Get down.
We have the same idea.
Behold my true strength. Move your arm. Slash. DI clock. Stun her. Stun it.
Oh boy.
DI clock. Have this. Danger. Danger.
Oh boy. Oh boy. We're so close. We're so close. Oh, we got this chip. I forgot this chip in this game. Oh snap. Oh boy. I'm dead, aren't I? Oh, there goes half my health. Oh, I'm dead.
I see you.
Okay. He's too good for me.
Challenge me again whenever you like.
I wasn't prepared for that. He's like so sure.
Let's go. How's this? Disappear.
Oh.
Slap. DI clock.
Oh. Oh snap.
That's just a start. DI clock. Move your arm. DI clock. Saw that. I see you. Saw that.
Okay, this man is good pressure thing. I will admit that. You know, if you might shut sugar water. I like that scene.
Now. I see you. DI clock. DI clock. Behold my true strength. I see you. Move your arc. An opening. Behold my true strength.
I forget I can do I forget I can DP.
Ride the lightning. Have this.
I forget I can DP sometimes, you know that? I forget I can DP.
Looks like I'm
You know, because it's like, DPs are weird. You move forward, but you gotta do it right.
I see you. DI clock. You give me no choice. I know that. Vapor thrust.
He has one too, I forgot.
Start. I don't think so. DI clock. Slap.
Oh.
You give me no choice.
interesting. Slap.
Oh man, this guy's hard.
Well then, time to get offensive.
Kai wins.
Whew.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Slash.
Oh boy. Oh.
Pardon me. Behold my true strength.
Oh. Ah, I tried that last super.
Challenge me again, whenever you like.
Well, it's been a good day, regardless. Water. You know, today's been a good day. Let's see. I'll go for one more, and then I guess I'll just call it a day after that. Today's been a good day. Okay. Well. Oh, fishing. Oh, and good luck on your pulls on Oh, good luck on your pulls on Genshin Impact. I still can't believe I got 3 Sayus and 20 pools. All I wanted was her C1. I knew you would be mad about it, but but I just had to show it. 3 Sayus, 20 fools. I don't know. The game just said, okay, here's your 3 Sayus. But all I wanted was her C1. I got her C2. I hope you get what you want later down the line though, because I'm saving up those 100 wishes for Ball. Because I want to have every Archon in the game. Okay. Well, Kirby, my good friend. I'm about to end the stream now. It was good having someone on here to chat with. Really helped me make my day a lot better. Cause you know, I live in Kansas by myself now, so. And I got a job too, so I'm enjoying what time I have here. I've been learning to enjoy the mundane and simple life, you know. Finding happiness in the now, because that's all we got really is the now. But let me tell you, with Amiibocanji, I do hope I live long enough to finish the series, because a lot of things are going to happen in the story. And let me tell you, at least, well, yeah, I'll say it. One of the main cast is going to die near the end. Why? You'll find out when it gets there, but you'll find out. Okay, everybody. Take care and have a nice day. If I don't see you, I think I might do these streams again for the other games too when I get the chance. When I'm on my free day at work. Okay. Take care, everybody, and have a nice day.